laser focused for the Florida Panthers. Numbered to $5.99, and it is first on print. They don't call me the bookend king for nothing, my dear friends. Holy crapola. I think that is our biggest bookend that we have ever had. Hell yeah. Shout out to Bobby Viles and the UVWYNZ spot, Zoe Stark. Numbered to 175. Congratulations, Bobby Viles. Beautiful. Oh, my Lanta. Big Ben Hess, Gerangelo Seath J, and Trey Savage on the triple auto. Folks, my PC's autograph twice in one show. I know, brother. I know it. And that is 7 out of 8 on that Baseball Nation. Goodness gracious. Holy guacamole. I know, Daddy. I know it. For myself, though. Thank you so much, Thomas. I appreciate the positivity, my friends. How about Bobby Witt Jr.?
Oh, my God.
Wow. How about a Bobby Witt Jr. autograph in that pack number 4? Gotta love those pack number 4s. Am I right? Or am I right? Congratulations, Mr. Behrman. You win this morning, my good man. Damn. Bobby Witt Jr. on a 1990 throwback autograph. Oh my gosh, that's sick. Thank you so much, Freebird. You're absolutely right, my friend. Woo! Top loading that one up for you, Mr. Behrman, Senior. Goodness gracious, my brother. Juan Soto. Wow. Chris Krowiak, numbered to 5. Damn.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
Bro, you win this morning, good sir. Holy crapola. 3rd on print to 5. Magnificent. I told you that was a good omen, my dear friends. First card on the stand. Congratulations, Mr. Chris Krowiak. That is correct. 3rd on print to 5, my brother. Wow. Pros. Oh! Wow. Joey Krug.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
Bro. Jackson Merrill rookie autograph. Damn. Mr. Malinowski hit the fireworks, my dude. Perfect timing on those. Cannot thank you enough, you legend. Thank you, Tavian. I am not kidding you, my man. That is amazing. And it's numbered 42 out of 75 there for you, Joey. And Miss Melody, I think you spoke that into existence. Thank you, Jared from the island of Flores. Thank you, Val. Thank you, Ruthie. Thank you, Dutchie. Thank you, James Reinhart. Thank you, Mr. Peacharelli. Thank you, Mikey One. Thank you, Corey Bader. Thank you, Jonesy. And thank you, Chef James Reinhart. Trey Johnson. And wow. I am astonished that is a 1 of 1, folks. Holy crapola.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
There you go, you absolute legends. We start off the evening with a super fractor 1 of 1. Trey Johnson, rookie for the Washington Wizards? I believe so. And if that is the Wizards, my dear friends, that goes to Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. Beautiful. Would you just look at it? My dear friends, our very first basketball 1 of 1. My dear friends, look at what's coming next. Oh, I'm going to freak out. Kalen Culpepper to 15. And ladies and gentlemen,
oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
My PC, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my Lanta. Folks, you just witnessed the very first Gerangelo Seath J autograph that I have pulled for myself. Hell yeah. Oh, I am so stoked. That's right, Mikey won. Would you just look at it, my friends? And folks, it is the 1991 Pinnacle design as well. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Sorry, folks, I freaked out. And it's first on print to 49. Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry, folks, but I'm so glad that you're here to witness this. I know, Onward, I know. Oh my Lanta.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Mr. Alan White with a nuke. Bro, this kid's base cards are selling for $50. This is an on-card first Bowman autograph to $150. Huge. Goodness gracious. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts, Alan White. Brother, this needs to go right into the pre-grade pile and possibly right into the grading pile. That is magnificent. Congratulations, Alan White. You win, brother. Wow. Damn. See? All right, let's see what we have here, folks. It is indeed a color blast. And it is all rise, Mr. Aaron Judge for the New York Yankees. Holy crapola. Wow. Mr. Koba, you win today, my brother.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Wow. Congratulations, Mikey Koba. Goodness gracious, brother. That one might want to go into the pre-grade pile immediately. Or the grading pile.
All right. What is it?
So, a little bit of an inside joke, my dear friends. That's the only cow milker you're going to see on a card.
It's like my favorite card. I think it's hilarious.
Oh, shout out to Rex Hudler.
Oh, I love it.
Well,
How often do you find that?
yeah, not often. That's a one of one there, folks. The image, anyway.
It's real.
That is real. That's right, Mr. Holgan. Yep. Thank you, Keithy.
He must be a farm boy.
Must be.
He has to be a farm boy.
The cow milker, Mr. Rex Hudler. And there it is, folks. Numbered to 75, Gunnar Henderson.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Very, very nice autograph there, my brother. You win this morning, Alan White. Gunnar Henderson is no slouch. That is 67 out of 75 on the rookie auto. Excellent. Oh my Lanta.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Wow. Congratulations, Mr. Peacher. Really, you win this morning, my brother. Ken Griffey Jr., numbered to 25. Third on print to 25, my brother. That is incredible. Congratulations, Mr. Peacher. Oh, that is sick. So tough. Oh, hell yeah. The hits just keep coming, my dear friends, and you gotta love those pack number 4s, eh? How about your number 1 draft pick to 99, going to Dr. A. Aaron?
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
And I believe that is going to be numbered to 99 on the red power. 39 out of 99. There you go, Doc. Congratulations, my good man. I am peanut butter and jealous. You are so welcome, Rob Richardson. That's right, brother. Merrill and Bazana in the same break. Woo! That is outstanding. Here you go, my love.
Not a single Ken Griffey card yet.
I got nothing either.
We should have bought our packs from JunkWax Vintage.
Yeah, Dalen would have taken care of us.
Let's jump out of this tree. Off to JunkWax Vintage.
Thursday morning, the legends rolling in. Dalen smiling wide with that JWV grin. Mr. JunkWax got the sleeves lined straight. Coffee's hot, the brakes can't wait. We're ripping packs, cracking backs, feeling fine. With spicy water flowing and good vibes in line. It's that attitude of gratitude that sets the tone. At JWV, you're never alone. Boxes stack high, the chat's alive. Every legend helping this hobby thrive. So log on now, JunkWaxVintage.com. Grab your spot, enjoy the song. Yeah, thankful Thursday morning's gonna shine. Hits and laughs every single time. With Mrs. JunkWax and Dalen in sight. We're gonna rip some fire and start it right. Thankful Thursday morning. Live now at JWV and JunkWaxVintage.com. Come on, Bill.
Top of the morning to you, you absolute legends. It is so damn good to see you on this extremely thankful Thursday. Hey, what's up? What's up, Druzer? Top of the morning to you, Mr. Rocket City Knee Scooters. Excellent to see you this morning, my brother. Mr. Dennis Legacy. Oh, hell yeah. Happy Thursday, legend. Jeff Rotel, my brother from another mother. How is my Saint Lunatic brother this morning? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a epic resubscribe this morning. Shout out to Kirk Woa, my favorite former fellow Washingtonian, taking down the resub for 16 months. My dude, we could almost have 2 JunkWax babies. Only kidding, kind of. Good morning, Mr. Peaks. Why, thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. How is my brother from down under this morning? And you know what today is, sir? I don't even need to say anything. Good morning, the Miat family. How is my Canadian cousins this morning? Damn good to see you as always. The Miats and their Gyats. There's our our TikTok warning. Awesome. Every morning. Gotta love it. Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you were here this morning and you're over here on TikTok, I cannot thank you enough because unfortunately TikTok is limiting our reach. Boo. So if you're here, you rock my face off. Good morning, Jedi Jeff. Good morning, Moistful. Long time no see, my brother. How are you? Oh, no. Oh, Mr. Peaks is already playing because that's right. You're down under. So you were on round 72 and it crashed. Oh, no. Oh, the Easter eggs aren't working yet? Yeah, they probably have the Easter eggs turned off because I have noticed them do that upon release almost every year because they don't want people across the pond to find them too quickly. Basically, I think that might be what's going on. Mr. Peaks, you rock my face off, you absolute legend. Thank you for the beautiful corn this morning. Hell yeah. Bobby Ballgame. So we have had significant issues with TikTok lately, unfortunately. But I found out yesterday that it's not just us. There's actually a lot of people that are having issues with TikTok, unfortunately. So we just got to keep on it going. You know what I mean? We can't worry about things we can't change. I'm just going to keep on it going, and I hope everything will work its way out. WVB Dub, top of the morning to you, my man. Excellent to see you on this thankful Thursday. Mr. Hello Nurse. What's up, Tony? My cool cosensa. He says, do we all need to head to TikTok again, give gifts, shares, etc.? I mean, you know what I mean? I'm very, very grateful to have everybody over here on Twitch. I think I have said before many, many times, folks, in my humble opinion, I think Twitch is the best viewing platform for my show. So if you have Twitch, I would love it if you could be over here on Twitch. If you have TikTok, and if TikTok works better on your device, amazing. Whatever platform works best for you. A lot of you know, I do not do this for views. I do not do this for followers. You know what I mean? have said this many times. I think I am the worst content creator on the history of content creators because I don't pay attention to my viewer count. I do not pay attention to my followers. I do not pay attention to my subscribers as much as I should anyway. It's just important to me that you all get the same show, whether there is 3 people here or 3,000 people here. You know what I mean? Oftentimes I have seen some content creators that kind of go astray because they're chasing views. You know what I mean? They're chasing followers. They're trying to make content for their audience, which I understand and I respect that. But I make content for the community. You know what I mean? For us. And I just hope that the rest of the hobby likes it. So I think we just do things a little bit differently here. Mr. Ship City, what's up there, Jake from State Farm? He says the Twitch experience is unmatched. Why, thank you, Mr. Ted. I appreciate you saying that, brother, and it is wonderful to see you this morning, pal. Oh, Mr. Peacher, really? Say what? So you made your first $10 in commission selling something on TikTok. Was that your energy pouches by chance, Mr. Peacher, really? I saw that ad this morning, my brother. Nicely done. Mr. Jake from State Farm says you are doing it the right way, Dalen. That's why you have a loyal group of the right people. You were hitting me in the fields this morning, Jake from State Farm. Why, thank you, brother. That's right, Mr. Peacher, really. I saw that, buddy. Keep up the good work. That is really cool. I love it. Mikey the Mad Hatter, my brother from another mother.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Top of the morning to you, bro. How you doing? One of the oldest of OGs of the entire family. Great to see you this morning, Mikey the Mad Hatter. But I have a bone to pick with you, sir. Sir. Little Lester. Danny. Comes to Texas and doesn't even tell Uncle JunkWax? Come on now. I'm totally kidding. But it was pretty cool that she was in Texas. I hope she had a great time. Mr. Travie Patty, good morning, brother. The sitter says TikTok is convenient on mobile. I totally agree. I totally get it. You're absolutely right. So as I have said before, I am fully understanding that Twitch actually takes up just a bit more resources data-wise on your device. So a lot of people have TikTok a little easier on their mobile device, right? If you're watching from your phone, your tablet, etc. But if you're at home and you have the ability, I think it's best if you watch on Twitch on desktop. So that, in my humble opinion, is the prime 100% best viewing experience is if you can be on a desktop computer and if you can be on Twitch. And even if you want to extend that, make it a little more luxurious, if you have a big screen hooked up to your computer, that's the pro move. Good morning, Ken Snyder. How is my bull riding brother? Excellent to see you this morning, my man. All right, so legends. Mikey the Mad Hatter says, oh, your daughter does come to Texas quite often. That's amazing. Her best friend works for the Rangers and she has a World Series ring. Wow. That's awesome. Congratulations to her. We actually have a couple of friends that work for the Texas Rangers as well. That's very interesting. Small world. Mr. Piccirilli says Twitch and TikTok, ¿por qué no los dos? Say what? Are we missing something? It looks to me like we are live on Kick, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. We good to go? Oh, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Mr. Piccirilli. You rock my face off. All right, legends. Oh, Sitter, thank you so much, brother. You are making my morning over there. I appreciate that, pal. All I need is a bigger head, right? I walk into a bar, people say, why the long face? Mr. Ship City Collectibles J says, how was the show last night? I ended up falling asleep trying to put my daughter to sleep. Show was great last night, man. We went for 3.5 hours of quality family time. We busted into one box of update, and we're doing another one to start the show this morning. So here in just a couple of minutes, we're going to get into our second box of 2025 Topps Update, and I'm stoked about it. So Mikey Kobach says, what is the plan this morning? You read my mind, sir. Good morning, Miss Melly P. Excellent to see you. How we doing? Still getting up and need to shower, but hit the Razzies in the shop, and we'll be back in a bit. Thank you so much, Melly P. I appreciate you, my dear. Happy Thursday. All right, so as Mr. Mikey Kobach just asked, what is the plan for the day? So what we're going to do is we're going to start the morning with our 2025 update. I do believe it is full. Let me keep myself honest here. Correct. So there is a small chance. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to say that. I was going to say there's a small chance the UFC break might fail this morning. We are going to have a slightly shortened show today, unfortunately. So I need to run up north and buy a couple of collections today that did not get done yesterday. So I do need to be out of here by probably about noon. So we have just a couple hours this morning to get all this done. Mr. Roger Pomerlow, good morning, my man. Richard Davis, how is my favorite lazy gamer this morning? Another OG of the family. Good to see you, my brother. Man, it's like the olden days. We got Mikey the Mad Hatter in here, Uncle Smitty, my favorite lazy gamer, Mr. Richard Davis. All we need is an Uncle Moosey, and we good. Mikey the Mad Hatter, I'm a little bit stuffy. Yes, sir. Just a little bit. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you noticing. Mr. Saltzgiver, good morning to my gorgeous Georgian. Georgia. Good morning, my brother. All right, let's get some music happening. By the way, legends, we will be live on Saturday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time over there on eBay. So if you have not taken a moment and hit us with that follow over on eBay, I would please ask you to do so. It is very, very helpful. And we have an absolute blast on Saturday nights on eBay. So, folks, this last Saturday, we had over 100 people in the room for pretty much the whole night on eBay Live. It's kind of a big deal because right now eBay Live is in beta. So there's not even really that many people over there on eBay Live. So in addition to us being over there, it would behoove you to watch other live sellers over there because there's some new people and you might get yourself some amazing deals, if you know what I mean. Mr. Jones and me. Good morning, Mr. Drew Jones, and good morning to Mr. Esposito. Top of the morning to you, Greg. All right, Mr. Bull Riding Ken said, my son said he will offload that Otani to you for a reasonable price if you want it. I can't believe how much they're going for. Yeah, I feel you on that one, my man. Excuse me. Full disclosure, Ken, if I was Gage, I would probably keep it. You know, the price that I would give you for it is not going to be the comp price because we have to sell it, right? So typically I buy between 60 and 70%, somewhere in there, sometimes even up to 80 and 90% of comp prices because we have to leave a little bit of meat on the bone for ourselves, right? So I sincerely appreciate that offer, my brother. But if you're trying to maximize your profit on that one, which I would not disagree with, you're totally welcome to do that. I would not be your huckleberry on that one, my man. Sheesh. I appreciate you all bearing with me. Thank you. Why, thank you, Mikey the Mad Hatter. You have, my brother. You're absolutely right. I love it, Mr. Peaks. I'm peanut butter and jealous. I will not get any time with that until after tonight's show. Good morning, Jason Frazier. How you doing, my brother? How is my fellow Austinite? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bust into that very first item of the morning, shall we? Some of that spicy water. Excuse me. Sheesh. All right, it looks like we have 10 spots left on that Dolphins Razzie, by the way, and the Titans Razzie is sold out. Beautiful. Excellent. Woo! All right, that's so much better. Good morning, Balake. Drewzer. Oh, Roger that, Ken. I do have that one for my PC, my man. I do have that one. So I was just looking for that one to flip it, to be very transparent with you. And I try to be as transparent as possible, pretty much always. So if there's a card that I want for my PC, I will tell you it is for my PC. If it's a card that we're going to sell, I'll tell you we're going to sell it. You know, I think it's important to be transparent. Cannot thank you all for bearing with me this morning. I appreciate it. All right. Good morning, Marky Mark and the Wheels bunch. Hope we're having a wonderful morning, my dude. So, I saw a question in the chat. Mr. Jake from State Farm says, are you going to break another update box this evening? Yes. Yes, we are. So, we're actually going to put up another update break right meow. My love, Mrs. JunkWax, the best CEO this side of the Mississippi. Is there any way that you could undo the third one? Thank you, my love. All right, legends. There is a brand new Topps update break up there in the shop right meow. You're not wrong, Ken. Ricola! Used to love those. So back in the day, I'll share with you just a little quick story. When I was growing up, my mom's mom, my grandmother, who is no longer with us for many, many, many years, her and I were very, very close. She was like my second mom. Because you all know I was raised by a single mama. So my grandma and I were very, very close. My grandma Chris. She always had Ricolas in her apron pocket. Or at least jacket pocket. So I could always depend on her for some good old Ricola. Mikey Kobas says, so it's just Razzies and then we rip football. So, yes and no. I do have to be out of here just a little bit early this morning, Mikey Koba. Unfortunately, I do have a hard out this morning. You know that does not happen very often. So I have to go out and buy a couple of, I should say I get to go out and buy a couple of collections today, but I do have to get out of here by probably around noon. So we are going to bust into our update break this morning. That's how we're going to start the show. And then we'll look into some family rips. And then we'll probably end up breaking that football break first thing this evening when we start back here at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. So I appreciate your understanding on that one, my man. That is 7 boxes. I don't want to have to rush through it. You know what I mean? I want to be able to take our time and savor that one because I have a very strong hunch that somebody's going to find something juicy. All right. Thank you again for bearing with me, legends. Let's get into our first pack of the morning, shall we? We're going back to 1989. See if we can't find some bird murderer. Why, thank you, Bobby Viles. I appreciate that, buddy. I am very, very lucky that I know a lot of people here in Austin. That's how that works out. Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko, good morning, pal. Another OG of the family. Scotty, we have Mikey the Mad Hatter over here on TikTok this morning. It's like the olden days, my man. Shout out to Uncle Smitty, Mikey the Mad Hatter, Uncle Moosey, Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko, all the legends. All right, we start out with a little, I think that is Eric Davis? It is Eric Davis. Outstanding. Checklist. Kent, always smoking that herb. Kent Urbeck for Minnesota. Mark Williamson for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Ken Howell. Jeff, I've got no muscles. Man. Jeff Musselman for those talented Toronto Blue Jays. Shout out to Mr. Jason Russell. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family. Who's that fella? How about Bo Knows? JunkWax Vintage. Gotta love some Bo in the morning. Why, thank you, Jeffro. Promo. Little t-shirt action. Jeff Leonard for the Milwaukee Brewers. Donnie Carmen for the Fightin' Phillies. Good morning, Brian Smith. John Cangalosi for the Pirates. D. Snitty, what's up, David? Excellent to see you back, pal. One half of the Bash Brothers, Mr. Mark McGuire. Brent Bunt Butler for the Gigantes. Brett Bunt Butler. Mr. Terry Pendleton for the St. Lunatics. Billy Hatcher, somebody bang a trash can for those Astros. And Scott Bankhead, last but not least, for my Seattle Mariners. Excellent. Good morning, Invader Zim. Top of the morning to you, Alex. How are you, my good man? Hope you're selling some vehicles this morning, brother. Excuse me. Folks, I gotta grab a little sip of Joe. Cheers, my friends. Roast. Much better. All right. Mr. Jones, I hope one day that Bo Jackson helps create a TCG game featuring all of our favorite sports stars as superheroes. That'd be sick. I love it so much, Drew Jones. Thank you, sir. Right? Good morning, Brian Smith. How are you, pal? Kirk Woa, my favorite former fellow Washingtonian. He says, what I love about Twitch is I can do other stuff on my phone and still have it playing. TikTok cuts you off if you wander. That is very true, Kirk Woa. Thank you, my brother. You're absolutely right. I never really thought about it that way. Good call. Invader Zim, doing swell this morning. I love it. Beautiful adjective. Little slow in the car business, but hanging in there. I feel you there, pal. I feel you there. Mr. Jason Frazier, thank you for that beautiful donut this morning. Our favorite numismatic nurse. I see you over here, you legend. Thank you, Tony. And thank you, Mr. Peaks, for blowing me up with some beautiful TikTok gifts this morning, gentlemen. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You already know. Good morning there, Bubba. Excellent to see Trevor Taylor this morning, my fellow Austinite. You have perfect timing, sir. Because it is time for our second round of 2025 Tops Update. That is your list. If you would do me a solid, hang tight with me because we're going to randomize and find out who gets what. Our morningly shout out to Miss Rachel. Good morning, Mr. Hawkins. How are you, brother? Oh, how about lucky number 10? the hard way. Woo! I think that's a good omen. Awesome. Little double fives this morning. Good morning, Solomon. How are you, my man? I see you, Kirk Woa. That's right. Shout out to old Baston Dynamics. All right, 10. It is. As always, folks, over here on TikTok, I will apologize because we are live on 5 separate platforms this morning. Almost always. And there's one of those 5 platforms that cannot see the moose race and randomizations. And that is TikTok, unfortunately. So if you want to make the switch to Twitch or YouTube or Kick or Facebook, you can come on over and see the randomization. Otherwise, you can just hang tight and we'll have everything back on the same screen here in just a moment. Alrighty. There's my brother from down under. Glad you were here this morning, pal. And yes, you are Solomon Salvador. I love the positivity this morning, my good man. Wonderful to have you. Thank you so much, Senor Esposito. All right, legends, 10 times. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if you are so inclined, you can start trading your teams. Right? Meow. There you go. Well, good morning, Dutchie. Wonderful to see you, my man. How are we doing this morning, brother? Oh, Dennis Legacy. I think you are perfect, my man. But thank you. Bubba, I see you, legend. 6, 7. So silly. Alrighty. Oh, you know what? We're getting kind of close on that Topps Chrome break as well. We might be doing 2 breaks this morning. We definitely can get into 2 breaks this morning. We just probably would not be able to do the 7 hobby box football because I don't want to have to rush through that one. I hope that one makes sense. But if it fills, we will absolutely bust that first thing this evening. I love the positivity, Dutchie. We are always well, my man. I appreciate you asking. Thank you, sir. Mikey Koba, did you get the Nationals again? Yes, you did. That's got to be a record, Mikey Koba. Goodness gracious, pal. I think the card gods are trying to tell you something there, bud. Maybe you should start PC of the Nationals. As always, my TikTokers, thank you so much for bearing with us for just a couple of minutes. We're letting everybody trade teams over here on Twitch. If there is no trading in the chat here in just a moment, I will flip this right back around and get them locked in. Mr. Peaks says the Padres, the Mets, and the Tigers are up for grabs. Excellent. Dennis Legacy says the mighty Minnesota Twins are up for trade. By the way, folks, last night we sold not 1, but 2 brand new Jumbo Pro debut boxes. Thank you to Bobby Viles and thank you to Mr. Johnny Walls, who purchased those last night. That was a lot of fun. We do have a sealed case of that product, so we have 6 Jumbo hobby boxes left, and the first 2 were a couple of doozies, but I don't think we've seen a case hit yet. So, we're going to keep our eyes peeled for that one. Very, very fun product. Has 4 autographs in that Jumbo box. Love that. All right, my dear friends, my family, it does not look like we have any trading in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this right back around and get them locked in. Let's do it. Thank you all for bearing with me for just a moment. Oh, Mr. Piccirilli. Oh, you just missed it, my man. I am so sorry, but the Chrome Hobby Break is sold out. Outstanding. Cannot thank you enough for helping us sell that one out this morning. We will bust into that one right after this one. Mr. Peaks, shout out to the Round Rock Express and Sugarland Space Cowboys. Absolutely right, my man. We saw some of those last night. We did not see any Space Cowboys, but we did see some Round Rock Express. We found a Hunter Pence, and we also saw some of my Spokane Indians. Shout out to Bobby Viles, who gifted me little Charlie Condon for my Spokane Indians. Very, very cool. And there's actually quite a few of those Spokane Indians in there. Really neat. I might have to collect that whole team just because. All right, folks. Thank you again for bearing with me. I need to lock these teams in here real quick. Let's do it. We start out with Solomon Salvador taking down the White Sox and the Royals. Mr. Peaks, my brother from Down Under. Padres, Mets, Tigers. Mikey Koba, number 6 and 7. Nationals and Seattle Mariners, you lucky, lucky ducky. Keegan Schmitz, our favorite Schmitz head, taking the Red Sox at number 8. Randy White, number 9, the Cubbies. Randy White, number 10, the Atlanta Braves. Ernie Martinez, number 11. Great to have you in here, Ernie. Taking the Giants, the Gigantes. Shout out to Mr. Rob Richardson and our buddy Tuna. Ryan Bruins, number 12, the Guardians. Shout out to Yessie Hockey and Mr. Tim Hudson. Keegan Schmitz, number 13. You got the Cincinnati Reds. Todd O'Hara, the Todd father, taking down those fighting Phillies. Jason Russell, my Canadian cousin. Somebody please bang a trash can for those Astros. Looking at you, Mr. Peacharelli and Bubba. My Astro fanatics. John and his salty walls taking down the Milwaukee Brewers to go with his magnificent box of pro debut last night. He found an autograph number to 25 and a orange wave refractor number to 25 out of that same box. Marcello Van Ree, number 17, the Angels. Johnny Walls, number 18, the talented Toronto Blue Jays. Shout out to Mr. Russell. Robert Parkinson, number 19, the Trolley Dodgers. Your world champions. Jesse Hockey, number 20, the Cardinals. Shout out to Jeff Rotel and our buddy Mr. Kyle Willard, our St. Lunatics. Steven Gomez, also known as General Thought over here on Twitch. Number 21, the Tampa Bay Rays. Ryan Bruins, number 22, the Yankees. Ray Wells, number 23, Marlins. Todd O'Hara, number 24, the Athletics. There you go, pal. One of the best teams in the whole break. There you go, Todd. Robert Parkinson, number 25, those Colorado Rockies. Yessie Hockey, number 26, Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Ray Wells, number 27, the Dastardly Diamondbacks. And Dennis Legacy, 28-29, Pirates and Twinkies. And Steven Gomez last, but definitely not least. Texas Rangers in number 30. There you go, fam damly. If you would do me a solid, take a gander at that list. If it looks accurate and appropriate, may I please have a hell yeah in the chat? And speaking of hell yeah, Mr. Robert Parkinson. Smacking that resub button for the 11th month. I cannot thank you enough, RP. Wonderful to have you this morning, pal. Morning from the dental office. I hope everything's okay there, my good man. Bubba says, I sent Mrs. J a message regarding the Chrome break. I think that she stepped out for just a moment, my man. Is it something that's going to stop us from opening the box? But we'll get to that in just a moment. We will find out together. So thank you, Bubba. I appreciate that, pal. Jedi Jeff, good morning, my man. Which break is next or breaking as they fill? Breaking as they fill, Jeff. Yep, that is how we do it, my brother. Happy Thankful Thursday, pal. Okie dokie. Reviberry. Welcome back, my man. Oh, hell yeah. Randy White. Is that you? Reviberry? Now I know. That's amazing. Well, welcome to the family, brother. Hell yeah. And it's wonderful to see you again, my friend. Welcome back. All right, legends. Best of luck to each and every one of you. Let's go. For the very first time on this extremely thankful Thursday, you know what we must do. We shout, grippeth. And we shout, rippeth. Good luck. This knife is unbelievably sharp. Oh, very nice, Robert Parkinson. Little routine checkup. I like it. Well played, buddy. Well played. Our silver pack, which we will rip last, of course. We'll put that right there on that UFC action figure. By the way, Legends, if you did not already hear, we do have a big old UFC break up there in the shop. And I added a little something. Nothing crazy. But I added a little UFC action figure to whoever is in that break. So what we're going to do is before or after the break, we will randomize every single name that is in the break sheet. So every single person that purchases a spot, and then we're going to do a little moose race and finds out who wins our little punching bag and UFC action figure. That'll be fun. That is the very first action figure giveaway here at JWV. Empty box there, my friends. Excuse me. All right, round number 1. No worries, Dennis. I appreciate the thought, though, my man. We will get into that Chrome break right after this one, folks. So we're going to do 2 breaks in a row this morning. Mr. Brad Slater, it is damn good to see you this morning, my Canadian cousin. How are you, pal? Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Bradley. Hope you're having a very thankful Thursday morning. All right, Legends. Round number 1. Why, thank you, Dutchie. I appreciate the positivity, my friend. Andres Jimenez. Michael Taylor. Levi Jordan for the Reds. Lake Bakar. Tirso Ornelas. Willie McIver. Shout out to Dutchie in the Athletics. Ryan Rollison. Connor Thomas. Logan Evans for my Seattle Mariners in the throwback uni. Oh, hell yeah. Rodriguez for my Seattle Mariners, Mikey Koba. You lucky ducky. Sleeving that one up for you, my good man. Absolutely right, Brad Slater. I think you're a good luck charm there, buddy. How about an Ellie De La Cruz on the All-Star Game Rainbow? Pretty. Ryan Gusto. Full of gusto. Good morning, Balake. How are we doing, my favorite Woodstock pal? The Canario in the coal mine, Alexander Canario. Marcello, good morning, my man. Good to see you over here on TikTok. Jack Dreyer. A little Morning Wood. James Wood. Daniel Robert. Mikey Vassell. Tim Elko. Brady Feigl. Rylan Thomas for my Seattle Mariners, rookie. Shout out to Mr. Koba. The Pilar of his community, Kevin Pilar. Caleb Durbin on the rookie debut for the Brew Crew. Gabriel Arias. Shout out to Yessie Hockey and Mr. Tim Hudson, our crazy Cleveland fans. That one is number 291 out of 2025. And that one goes to Ryan Bruns. Congratulations again, Ryan. Yes, it was Mikey Koba. I agree.
Giggity, giggity.
All right, little Zach Veen on the rookie debut. Nick Pavetta. Steven Matz. Brian Salmons. The Old Bull, Mr. Justin Verlander, the moistest of the moist, Ballesteros. Why, thank you, Balake. I appreciate that, my man. Robert Hassel, the third. Tyler Tolbert, some double T. And we're not talking about Trevor Taylor. Shout out to Bubba. My fellow Austinite. Cade Horton Heat for the Cubbies. Nolan Jones. How about Ellie De La Cruz and Nick McLean? I had no idea that Ellie De La Cruz was a giant. That's a big fella. Mr. Paul Skeens on your mystical. And we're not talking about No Limit and Master P. That is a stretch. I hope somebody gets that extremely obscure reference. Senor Ruiz. Buenos dias, hermano. Que bueno verte. Mystical Paul Skeens for the Pirates. That goes to Dennis Legacy. Beautiful card there, my man. Austin Wins. Travis Junkowski. Eric Yang. Cal Quantrill. Dustin May, the Ginger Binger for the Trolley Dodgers. Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. I love it. Thank you, Brian Smith. Thank you, Drew Jones. Appreciate that, gentlemen. Glad I'm not the only one. Elvis Avocado for Dutch's Athletics. Cade Horton Heat, so nice we got him twice. Gunnar Hogland. Rhett Lauder with his Locks of Love for WKRP. Braden Fisher. Juan Soto, the $678 million man for the Mets on your 1990 throwback holo. Goes to Mr. Matt King, also known as Mr. Peaks. And Adael Amador for the Colorado Rockies. And that is your round number 1. Let me snag myself a little sippy here, Legends. Marcello. Hey, no worries, pal. You have the Angels. Got you covered, Marcello. Got to pull old Paul Skeens up there on the stand. All right, round number 2. So we're going to do this break first, and then we're going to get into that 2025 Topps Chrome break right after this. Thank you all for helping us get that filled this morning. If you did not notice, that was like a little family appreciation break. We knocked the price on that one down to just $6 a spot. So whenever we can, we always try to reward each and every one of you by giving you some really cool stuff at a ridiculously low price, and that is what we did this morning with that Chrome box. All right, start now with a dollop of Dollander, Chase Dollander. Wow. How about the dollop so nice you got him twice? Dollander, again, on the rookie debut. Jose Herrera, Eric Wagaman, John Rave. Reminds me of a party. Eric Sabrowski, Max Muncy, Omar Cruz for the San Diegans, Mick Abel, the Lawnmower Man, Mr. Jackson Jobe on the rookie debut, Nick Kurtz on the Night Terrors rookie for the Athletics. There you go. Congratulations, Todd O'Hara. Not a bad card at all there, buddy. We'll put him up there with all Paul Skeens for the time being. John Morillo. Adrian Del Castillo. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. My awesome Arizonan. Livy Dunn. Oliver Dunn. Caleb Durbin. Mick Abel on the rookie debut for the Fightin' Phillies. Alan Roden. Justin Turner. Miles Mastrobuoni for the Seattle Mariners. Eric Orrs. Nick Enright. Andres Munoz for my Seattle Mariners. Very nice. Brad Slater. Do you guys already have snow up there? Cody Clemens for Minnesota. Carson Kelly for the Cubbies. Walker Buehler. Nod and smile, my friends, because we found an Ohtani. Beautiful. On the nod and smile. When you find the Ohtani, you sleeve the Ohtani. Zach Agnostic for the Rockies. J-Rod for the Clevelanders. Jonathan Rodriguez. Drew Evans. Jamie Westbrook. Taylor Heineman. Matthew Liberatore for our St. Lunatics. Shout out to Jeffro. Jeffrey Springs. Speaking of Jeffro. The legend, Mr. Ernie Banks. What a cool card, too. 1990 throwback foil. That one goes to Randy White. There you go, my good man. Revy Berry. Beautiful card for you, pal. Bobby Witt Jr. on your rainbow. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Alan White. How about a couple of 1-2 Seattle Mariners? Randy Arozarena and Julio Rodriguez. Beautiful. Love that one. That is the first time we've seen that one. Carlos, shout out to Emilio Estevez. Ryan Lutus. Always driving a Pontiac, Mr. Mickey Moniac. Lorenzen. Blaine Slim with the tilted crim. Blaine Crim. Hayden Dana. Shout out to our buddy Kyle Dana, my twin. Ryan Fitzgerald for Minnesota. Wilmer Valderrama. Flores. Noah Cameron. Get off my jock. Peterson. Bobby Witt Jr. on your black gold. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Alan White. But the Kansas City Royals this morning go to Solomon Salvador. Congratulations, Solomon. Felicidades. Una tarjetas buenas. Tarjetas bonitas en español. Beautiful, beautiful card. I agree there, Balake. Thank you, pal. Mr. Mikey Koba, you nailed it. Thank you, brother. I was hoping somebody would get that. And last but not least, you have a Jose Iglesias, and that finishes off round 2. Not too shabby on round 2. And Legends, we are almost up to 10,000 likes this morning on TikTok. Thank you so much for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Good morning, Colty. Mr. Simmons, how are you, my dude? Big hugs. and firm handshakes all around. Hope you're having a very thankful Thursday thus far. You know we are. I have a fun day ahead of myself here, folks. So like I've said, we do have to cut this morning's show just a little bit short. We have about an hour and a half left. I need to be shoving off as close as I can to noon because I have an hour drive each way to go up and get some sweet cards today. Very excited to do so. And then I get to purchase another collection a little later this afternoon. And then hopefully I'll be able to show it all to you tonight. That's the plan. All right, round number 3, starting out with Charlie Morton for the Orioles. All Rise, Mr. Aaron Judge for the Pinstripes. Paxton Schultz for the Toronto Blue Jays. Aroldis Chapman for the Red Sox. Chase Shugart for the Pirates. Connor Joe. Why, thank you, Colt Simmons. I appreciate that, my brother. Luerbert Arias. Rookie for the Marlins. That's a fun one. Mr. Jock Peterson. So nice. We got him twice. Adam Frazier. CJ Alexander. Rookie for the Athletics. Shout out to Dutchie. Ooh. How about the Alexander So Nice? You got him twice in a row. And that one goes to the Todd father, Mr. O'Hara. Dylan Cruz. Rookie debut for the Nationals. The Lumber Kings, Athletics, ride their star power. It looks like you have a Brent Rooker and a Esteury Ruiz. Maybe? Lawrence Butler. I was off. Lawrence Butler on that one, but it is Brent Rooker. Justin Hagenman. Griffin Canning. Camilo Doval for the Gigantes. Welcome back, my love. Brooks Lee for Minnesota on the rookie debut. Hey, I hope so, Colt Simmons. But always remember, my man, there is never any pressure. We're just happy to have you when you're here, buddy. Zach Veed for the Colorado Rockies. You're not wrong there, Drew Jones. I love it. That gives me a wonderful visual. Carson Palmquist. Thomas Harrington. Brandon Young. Jorbit Vivas. Vivas La Jorbit. Awesome to see him on a Yankees card finally. How about another Dylan Cruz? Congratulations, Mikey Koba. Little throwback 1990 rookie foil for your Nationals. Carlos Santana. I see you, Brian Smith. Shout out to Walter White. Raymond Burgos. Mitch Spence. Jeff Hoffman. Jojo Romero for the St. Lunatics. Carlos Duran. Trenton Brooks. Doug Nikhazy. Mike Soroka. Shout out to the Knack. Victor Caratini. Moistest of the Moist, Ballesteros. Junior Caminero. Your home run derby runner-up for the Tampa Bay Rays on your All-Star Game foil. Chad Patrick. Brian De La Cruz. Looking different in those pinstripes. Santiago Espinal. Mitch Otanez. Mike Taukman. Jake Magnum. Magnums, I hope. Chris Bubick. Orlando Ribalta. Jeremiah Estrada. Blade Tidwell. Shout out to Rod Tidwell. Martin Maldonado. Nolan Jones for the Clevelanders. Ooh. And that is numbered. No, it is not. Never mind. I thought it was. That is an aqua foil. That is not numbered for the Clevelanders. Not too shabby. I will sleeve that one up. Love you, babe. And last but not least, you have a Curtis Mead for the Tampa Bay Rays. And that rounds off your round number 3. Bye, CEO. Love you. Go with Mommy, Lucy. All right. There you go. Shout out to Jethro Tull. Thank you, Mikey. Shout out to our buddy Jeffro. Memories. So back in the day, like many years ago, we had a member of this community. His name was Kirk Lance, or Kirk Rylance. That was his last name, Rylance. So we had our buddy Jeffro, And when Jeffro was here, they would say hashtag Team Aqualance. Yep, there you go. Like Aqualung. I love it. Thank you, Jeffro. Perfect timing. Mr. Legacy says, Dalen, when pricing cards, what phone app would you prefer to use? That is a great question, Mr. Legacy. I actually use several. So whenever I'm trying to price a card, I always start with eBay. Okay? But it is very important. It's not just searching eBay. It is searching eBay and then filtering your search results by sold listings only. That is the most important thing. I cannot stress that enough. So sold listings only. And if you do not know how to do that, just let me know. I'm happy to give you a tutorial. It's easy. So first is eBay sold listings only when you're looking for a specific card. Second, I use sportscardspro.com or 130point.com. So a lot of times when you go onto eBay and you look at those sold listings, you're going to see the totals that people pay will be in green text. The color of the text will be green. That's how you know that is a completed sale. Every now and then you will see a green number that has a strike through it. What that means is the seller accepted a best offer. What 130point.com does is it will tell you exactly what offer that they took. Pretty cool, right? Sportscardspro.com is wonderful as well. And then last but definitely not least is Card Ladder. So if you have Card Ladder, you do sometimes have to pay for that. But if you're into this hobby like we are, maybe that's a good investment. So does that answer your question there, brother? All right. Round number 4. Luis Guerrero. Mr. Clay Holmes. Jack Leiter, Al's buddy. Lenny Kravitz's nephew, Evan Kravitz. Shout out to the Race Olympics and Dave Chappelle. Logan Davidson for the Athletics. Shout out to Dutchie. Colin Princess Rhea. Invader Zim. Is this 2021 baseball? No, my man. This is 2025. Tops update. This is brand new. Just came out yesterday, my man. Thank you, Miss Melody. I could not agree more. So on that note, Miss Melody, there is a lot of apps out there that have kind of started in the last couple of years, and they're trying to capitalize on the growth of our hobby, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not throwing shade at that. But like your Collex, Ludex, there's a whole host of other ones, right? So I don't think that they have perfected that technology yet. So I've learned the hard way that you cannot depend on comps that you find on Collex, Ludex, any of those apps where you can kind of assemble your collection and then sell them on that platform as well. I just don't think they perfected that yet because there's so many parallels when it comes to cards, right? And a lot of the cards look very, very similar. So I think it'll be a couple of years before they get that completely dialed in for sports cards anyway. Same thing with AI. ChatGPT. I get a lot of messages from people that are trying to use ChatGPT to look up cards or like find out what the best rookies are in a certain product. Unfortunately, can't really depend on ChatGPT yet either when it comes to that kind of stuff because there's a lot of nuance to that. So not quite there yet, but keyword yet. I do believe it'll get there eventually. And probably sooner rather than later, right? Good morning, Mr. Hanson. Shout out to the Hammer. Tyler McGill. Juan and Emilian Mejia. Randy Rodriguez. Thank you for the warm welcome there, Melly P. Rainbow. Former Seattle Mariner, Mr. Adam Frazier, for the Pirates. Rowdy Telez for my Seattle Mariners, former Milwaukee Brewer. Mr. Tyler Maley for our Texas Rangers on the City Connect. How about Ozzy Albies and Marcel Ozuna, couple of bodacious Atlanta Braves. Gerson Garabito. Tanner Gordon. Edgar Cuero on the rookie debut for the White Sox. Ryan Johnson. Ryan Presley, back-to-back Ryans. Shout out to Mr. Bruins. Tyler Owens. Christian Campbell for the Bo Sox. Lil Mookie for the Red Sox on the MVP from 2018. That's fun. A Rosa Reyna for my Seattle Mariners. My dear friends, my family, can I ask you to do me a solid? Can you light that chat up like the 4th of July, please and thank you? I could not agree more there, Mr. Picciarelli. Good call out, brother. Why, thank you, Mr. Picciarelli. You understood the assignment. Thank you, Dutchie. Thank you to my TikTokers. 2-for-1 swing, Francisco Lindor for the Mets. Thank you, Jason Russell. You rock my face off. Nick Allen, shout out to our Puyallup Pounder. He's got the juice. Tatis and Jackson Merrill. Couple of spectacular Sandiagans. Evan Sisk. I wonder if he's related to Doug Sisk. Andrew Heaney. Jason Hayward. Yaramil Heraldo for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Invader Zim, thank you, legend. Mr. Pastor V, our man of the cloth. Good to see you this morning, pal. Jeff Rotel, cannot thank you enough, sir. Thong Song, that's right. Kyle Higashioka, have I told you lately that I love you? Because gosh dang it, I do. Maverick Handley for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Dalen Lyle for those Nationals, outstanding. It's not very often I get to say my own name. It's on a baseball card. Obviously, mine is spelled just slightly different. Darake Baldwin, that's your Rookie of the Year on a rookie debut. Marcelo John Mayer. Zach Kent. Schwellenbach. The Master, Brett Beatty. Colton Flash Gordon. Luis Torrens. Carson McCusker. Cam Smith. Somebody bang a trash can for those Astros. And that goes to Jason Russell this morning. Brady Singer. Christian Campbell, so nice. We got him twice for the Bo Sox. Edgar Cuero got him twice as well. Numbered to 150 for my Seattle Mariners. On the color match, Andres Munoz. And that goes to my brother, Mr. Mikey Kobaugh. Excellent. That is absolutely right, Invader Zim. Yep. You end up getting all the rookies that were called up at the last half of the season in Topps Update. So Riley Greeny for the Motor City Kitties on the Rainbow. And a couple of Cubbies. The infield duo anchors the Cubs. And that is your Dansby Swanson and Matt Shaw for the Cubbies. There you go, Marcello. Absolutely right, pal. Your namesake. We're going to sleeve this one up for you, Mikey Kobaugh. And we are getting into a round of pack number 4s. And we will finish off with that silver pack. Thank you so much, Brian Smith. I sincerely appreciate the emotes there, pal. Good morning to all my folks over here on TikTok. We are already up to 13,000 likes over here on TikTok this morning. Astonishing. Thank you, as always, for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Last base pack magic. So, Invader Zim, you will also notice that there is rookie debut cards in here. You cannot find rookie debut cards in Top Series 1 or Top Series 2. They reserve those just for Topps Update. Starting out with the Cubbies, Mr. Steely Dan. Good morning, Slippy. Long time no see, my brother. How are you doing this morning on this thankful Thursday? Great to have you. Grant Koch, rookie for the Pirates. Jonathan India, still looking kind of funny in a Royals uniform, in my humble opinion. Mr. Ramirez and the Ambassador of the Quan, the duo shining in Clevelanders. Taylor Callahan. Miguel Rojas. Luis Mai. And it is Darake Baldwin. Wow.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Congratulations to the Atlanta Braves. That is Mr. Randy White. Revy Berry. There you go, my man. That is your Rookie of the Year on a player-worn memorabilia relic. Not too shabby there, buddy. Different guy last night, Bubba. The one that we found before this was Nacho Alvarez. And then finishing that one off is Kyle Schwarber on the Rainbow All-Star for the Fightin' Phillies. We're going to sleeve this one up for you, Randy. I think that's going to go in a 100-point top loader. Brand new, of course. Congratulations to Mr. Randy White. It is the same team. You're absolutely right. Yep. Atlanta Braves. All right, let's finish strong, shall we? Chandler Simpson for the Tampa Bay Rays. O'Boyle Rules for the Tampa Bay Rays. Christian Campbell, and Marcello John Mayer. Senor Ruiz. He says, on Card Ladder, I looked at CD Lamb. CGC shows they're certified authentic, so not graded. That is a muy bien pregunta, my brother. I got to admit, I don't know if I understand what you're asking, my friend. Oscar, do you want to do me a solid there, brother? I would be very happy to answer that question. If you want to shoot me a message on Facebook or behind the scenes here on TikTok and give me a screenshot of what you're seeing, and then I can better help you there, my man. But I appreciate you asking. As always, Senor Ruiz. Matt Svanson for the St. Lunatics. The Sitter just hit that resub button over here on Twitch for the 3rd month. Cannot thank you enough, you legend. And ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family, you already know, on this extremely thick with 4 C's and extremely thankful Thursday morning, you folks have started an absolutely legendary As always, my beautiful, beautiful human beings, if you want to take this thing to a hype train level 6, I would love to give away a JunkWax Vintage Hitbox this morning, and there is some serious juice hiding in those boxes. So as always, my dear friends, the ball is in your court, proverbially. If that hype train needs to pull into the station at hype train level 1, that is 1,000% okay. I am nothing but grateful. But if you want to give away a hitbox this morning, threaten me with a good time. Senor Ruiz says, what do they mean by certified authentic? So that's a great question, my friend. I just wouldn't feel comfortable answering that until I actually see it, because I don't know what we're talking about here. I am so sorry, brother. I appreciate you bearing with me on that one, Oscar. Yeah, just shoot me a screenshot, my man, and shoot me a little private message, and I have got you covered, my brother. Happy to answer that question if I can see it with my own ojos. Tu sabes, way? Gracias otra vez, Oscar. All right, we got a little Devin Williams for the pinstripes. Mr. Gower, Jacob, smacking that resub button for the 4th month. I appreciate you, Jake. Good to see you this morning, my man. Mikey. So he says some people will get the autos graded as authentic if they aren't confident in the card getting a grid grade but want the card to look more expensive in a slab. Yes, you're absolutely right, Mikey Koba. Yes, sir. I don't know if that's what he's talking about there over there on Card Ladder, my man. But I appreciate you, Mikey Koba. Thank you as always, you legend. Thick with 4 C's, you know it, Sitter. Thank you, brother. Folks, we are at Hype Train Level 1, 93% with 3 minutes to go. Let's go to round 2, shall we? Bubba, my fellow Austinite, hitting us with some beautiful biddies. Thank you, brother. All right, we have a Grant Wolfram. Jorge Soler for the Angels. Yes, it did, Sitter. You remember that one, my man. Matt Gorski for the Pirates. Jake, I love a burger for our Texas Rangers. Thank you so much, Trevor Taylor. James Meeker for Milwaukee. Hunter Biggie. Yohan Moncada. Braxton Fulford for the Colorado Rockies. Almost to Hype Train Level 2 there, Bubba. We are so close. Braxton Fulford. Jonathan Bermudez. Danny Jansen. Alex Vesia. Luis on the Contreras. Dylan Carlson. Victor Table. Punier. Bailey Horn. JC Escarra for the Pinstripes. Evan Wilson Phillips. Ryan Bergert. Juan Soto on the Bleacher Reachers. Those are unbelievably nostalgic and just downright awesome. I love those inserts so much. Hayden Birdsong for the Gigantes. How about Ellie De La Cruz? Uncorking a Grand Slam. Sauron Lau. Kyron Paris. Gage Workman. Gary in the streets, but a Gavin in the sheets. Whew. Sorry about that, folks. Goodness gracious. Mr. Gavin Sheets. Alejandro Osuna for our Texas Rangers. Chase Mydroth. Roki Sasaki on the rookie debut for the Trolley Dodgers. Why, thank you. Hawk and Alugo for the Angels. Rafi Devers. Matt Shaw for the Cubbies on your 1990 throwback foil. And Gio Urshela rounding out your pack number 4s there, legends. And folks, we are there on Hype Train Level 2. Thank you so much, Trevor Taylor. Thank you, Bubba. Again, I see those beautiful pony bits. Good morning, Meanie Brad Greeny. How is our favorite Greeny Energy brother doing this morning? Sitter, you want to take this thing to level 12? I would love to give away 2 of them. Threaten me with a good time. Mr. Turnbaugh, buenos dias, my brother. Good morning, my San Antonio hermano. How we doing this morning, E?
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, my friends. Here we go. You are spot on, Miss Melody. I could not agree more. Thank you, moderator extraordinaire. She says, Discord is terrific for sharing photos. Really like the Post Your Hits channel in there. Cannot thank you enough for saying that, Miss Melody. You are absolutely right. All right, here we go. Starting off with the man, the myth, the schnoz, Nomar Garcia Parra for the Boston Red Sox. Mick Abel for the Fightin' Phillies. Darake Baldwin. There you go, Mr. Randy White, to go with your relic. Got a rookie mojo refractor of the Rookie of the Year. Congratulations there, my good man. Uncle Smitty, mi hermano, just smack that resub button for the 33rd month.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Ooh, yeah.
33 months, my brother. Absolutely amazing. Cannot thank you enough, T.O. Smitty. If we, back in the closet days, brother, if I would have said that we'd be doing this right now, I probably would have laughed us both out of the closet, right? We have come a long way together. 2-EO, T.O. Smitty, in 33 meses. Muchísimas gracias, hermano. That's right. You know it, Uncle Smitty. Hi Song Kim for the Trolley Dodgers, last but not least. And a promo. Finishing that one off. And Invader Zim just smacked us with 5 beautiful gifted subs. Thank you, you absolute legend. Taking us to Hype Train level 3. We might be giving away a hitbox this morning, pals. I would love to. Mr. Peak says 33 months is diabolical work. I could not agree more. You're absolutely right. Love me some Uncle Smitty. You know, folks, and I got to give credit where credit is due. Fun fact, the way Uncle Smitty found yours truly is this is back when we were only on TikTok. Right? I think I've told you all how I started this show almost 5 years ago, was only on TikTok. And we got to the point where we had a lot of people watching. We had like over 200 paid subscribers. We were doing really, really well on TikTok before they shut us off because they thought the SEC was going to regulate sports cards. Oops. But my point is the way that Uncle Smitty found me is he was just scrolling through TikTok and he heard me say the word Austin. He was like, oh, wait a second. That's close to where I live. And then the rest is history. Love you so damn much, hermano. Glad you were here in the family, my friend, and you know that. Tu sabes way. I am glad to hear that melody. Yikes. All right, folks. We need to hit a quick little recap of everything that we just found in that break. And then I think we're going to get into a second break this morning. All right, we had that High Song Kim on the Mojo Rookie, Mick Abel on the Mojo Rookie, Noma on the Mojo, Matt Shaw for the Cubbies, Darake Baldwin on your Mojo Rookie, Juan Soto on the Bleacher Reachers, Gabriel Arias, numbered to 2025 for the Cleveland Guardians, Andres Munoz to 150 for our Seattle Mariners, Nolan Jones, not numbered on the Aqua Foil for the Guardians, Bobby Witt Jr. on your Black Gold. Shout out to Mr. Piccirilli. Mr. Paul Skeens on your Mythical for the Pirates, going to Dennis Legacy. Nick Kurtz on the Night Terrors Rookie for the Athletics. Shout out to Dutchie. And Darake Baldwin, so nice. Randy White got him twice this morning. Congratulations, my man. Excellent first break of the morning, if I do say so myself. Onward. Good morning, pal. Little spot of housekeeping, my friends. I will be right back.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, legends, we are at Hype Train level 3 at 80%. with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. We are getting closer. Miss Melody expecting some heavy rain today. Yikes. It's been a little colder here in Austin, Texas as well. I walked out last night after the show and I was like, ooh, where did that come from? Sheesh. I'm used to walking outside and it being like 75 degrees. Onward. So that is a donated box, my man. I appreciate you asking. Thank you so much, Onward. All right, legends. Speaking of, let's do it. I do believe we have a full break. Thank you to Jake from State Farm. Thank you to Dennis Legacy. Thank you to John and his Salty Walls. Trevor Taylor, DJP, Miss Melody. Thank you all. I appreciate you helping us out getting this one filled this morning. All right, we have 1 minute left on that hype train, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 80% on hype train level 3. We are so close. But as always, folks, there is never any pressure. And if that hype train needs to pull into the station, I will be slightly bummed because I would love to give away a hitbox this morning, but I am nothing but grateful. Because as I have said before, my dear friends, and I truly mean it, I would not be here doing any of this without the hype trains over here on Twitch, without the gifts that we see over there on TikTok. So as always, my friends, thank you so, so much. Words do not convey properly how grateful myself and Mrs. JunkWax are. Love you all so damn much. All right, folks, let's get into break number 2 of the morning, shall we? But I do think I might need to lock in some break spots. Or maybe I don't. Mrs. JunkWax is on the ball this morning. This is the ball. This is Mrs. JunkWax on the ball. I'll see myself out. All right, folks. 2022 Topps Chrome. Looking at 1 guaranteed autograph. Good luck to each and every one of you. Let's find out who gets what. And I'm going to try to get us some hype train luck here if we can do this quickly. Oh, never mind. I just missed it. Gosh dang it. Well, that was a valiant effort this morning, my dear friends. I sincerely appreciate you, Mr. Alex. Invader Zim, you rock my face-off, legend. 998 bits and 5 subscriptions this morning. I cannot thank you enough, Invader Zim. I am sorry we didn't make it the whole way, brother, but we can try again tonight. That's right, Corey Bader. Good morning to my roller derby brother. How we doing, Mr. Bader? Good morning, Victor Lopez. How are you, my brother? And that is a lucky number 5. 3 and 2. 5 it is. Excuse me. All right, my dear friends. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you are so inclined, you can start trading your teams right meow. There you go. As always, folks, you have just a minute or so to trade those teams if you would like. There is never any obligation. You are more than welcome to stick with what you have. If you decide that you want to stick with what you have, feel free to let me know and I will go ahead and lock you in. Maybe that'll save us a little bit of time when it comes to the end. My TikTokers, thank you as always for bearing with us for just a couple of minutes. As we just hit 20,000 likes this morning over here on TikTok. Goodness gracious. Bubs, the Popester, Mr. Turnbaugh, Victor Lopez, Josh Hibberts, It Ain't Easy Being This Brandon Creasy, Leon, Teddy, Texas Twitties, Mr. Warren, Marcello, Jake, and Mr. Belger. Good morning. Thank you for being here, my friends. Happy Thursday. Mr. Peaks, is Dennis Legacy over here? He should be. Yes. Slippy asking if there's any Brewer fans out here. Mr. Haney, I appreciate you asking, buddy. Bubba looking for Mr. Ryan Bruns. Absolutely right. Thank you, Dutchie. I appreciate the positivity, my good man. We'll let this go for another 30 seconds or so. And if we do not see any trading in the chat, I'm going to flip this right back around and get them locked in. And of course, my dear friends, we have about an hour and 5 minutes left in this morning's show. Right after this break, we're going to head back over to JunkWaxVintage.com and we will check that shop and see if we have any beautiful family rips. There is some Topps Pro Debut Jumbo action in the shop. And Uncle Smitty snagged a couple of spots in that certified football. Mil gracias, hermano. I'm going to get them locked in while y'all are trading some teams. 20 and 14. Thank you, Uncle Smitty. I see you there, Uncle Smitty. Couldn't take the 4. Mm-hmm. Ojos on ti, senor. Ojos on ti. I'm just looking to make sure I'm not missing anything else from the shop here, my friends. Think I'm solid. Beautiful. Thank you again to Bobby Ballgame and Johnny Walls, who snagged those jumbo boxes last night. Astros is number 9. That is Robert Parkinson. Robert Parkinson has the Astros. And do we have a Ryan Bruins with us this morning? I know he was here earlier. Slippy, my man. I love it so much because I like the setup on China Data Harvest over Twitch. Awesome. Not a problem, my friend. Hey, whatever platform works best for you there, Mr. Slippy. I just appreciate you being here, my man. Mr. Onward says, JunkWax, I was able to snipe a big, sexy parallel 149 out of 149 on eBay, expanding my collection Big Sexy by Big Sexy. I love it, Onward. Nicely done. Shout out to Bartolo Colon. All right, folks, it looks like the trading has come to a dull roar. I think I'm going to go ahead and flip this right back around and get them locked in. Do we have a Robert Parkinson in the chat this morning over here on Twitch? And shout out to the family that's watching over there on YouTube this morning. I appreciate you being there. We are slowly but surely building the YouTube audience. And thank you to those of you that are watching over there on Kick and Facebook also. I've actually thought about doing away with the Facebook because typically we don't have anybody watching there. Slippy, Mizorowski is on the Brewers. That is correct. Yes. Mm-hmm. You're probably right there, Brian Smith. That's right. He's at the dentist this morning. That is true. So we might not see him there, Bubba. Mikey Koba says, fun story, Dalen. I went into my card shop yesterday before picking up the kids. I saw one lowly certified pack left in their case, so I grabbed it and hit a Night Moves Travion Henderson. Little case hit action. Nicely done there, Mr. Koba. Onward says, how many do you get on Kick usually? Not a ton. Typically, there's, 3, 4, 5 people over there or something. So I thought about doing away with both of those. But at least we do have some people watching on Kick, right? We have 0 on Facebook, typically. Like almost always. So I'm just kind of thinking at this point, it might be time to streamline a little bit. We have given it the old college try with Facebook. We've been going live on Facebook almost every single day for many, many years. So not a huge audience over there for lives on Facebook, in my humble opinion. Unless I force people to go over there. You know what I mean? Like if I only did my show on Facebook, I'm sure people would go, but I'm not that guy. I'm not going to try to do that. So yeah, just kind of brainstorming a little bit as we move forward. I think it's important to kind of always update and streamline the operation. And yeah, if we're using data, shipping stuff over to Facebook and nobody's watching, maybe that's not a good investment of time, right? Slippy says Facebook is changing its names to Boomer Book. I see you, sir. Shots fired. All right, legends, it looks like the trading has come to a dull roar officially. So let's go ahead and get them locked in. Thank you all for bearing with me for just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Mr. Haney, also known as Mr. Slippy, taking the Milwaukee Brewers. Mr. Peaks, 2 and 3, Guardians and Padres. Kirk Woa, number 4 and 5, Reds and Rockies. Kirk Woa, 6 and 7. White Sox and Nationals. You did not get the Nationals in this one, Mikey Koba. I'm shocked. Ryan Bruins, number 8, Tampa Bay Rays. Robert Parkinson, 9 and 10, Astros and Gigantes. Jason Russell, my Canadian cousin, taking down the pinstripes. Mikey Koba. And oh, wait a second. Mr. Burge, good morning, Shaner. Great to see you, my man. Happy early Friday as well. General Thought, what's up there, brother? Have we gotten into that second box of Topps update? Yes, we broke that first thing this morning, my man. Good to see you this morning, my brother. Hope you're having a very thankful Thursday already. I see you guys saying somebody gifted, but I do not see that. I missed it. I must have missed it. What did I miss? I appreciate you. Help me out. I see that, Brian Smith. Thank you. Okay, Dodgers got gifted to Mikey 2 from Bubba. That is very thoughtful of you, Bubba. Thank you so much, buddy. What number is that? The Trolley Dodgers at number 27. There you go, gentlemen. Got you covered. Outstanding. All right, back to it. Mr. Peaks, number 12. You got the Tigers, dude. I hope you're having a great time playing Black Ops 7, Peanut Butter and Jealous. I'll get a little bit of time later tonight after the show, possibly. DJP, number 13, the Orioles. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. DJP, Mr. Pudwill, 14 and 15, Red Sox and Angels. Classy move, by the way, there, Bubba. Donating those teams before we start the break. Thank you so much, legend. Gotcha, Mikey Koba. So, Mikey, would you do me a huge solid there, pal? Please write to support@junkwaxvintage.com because Mrs. JunkWax is going to have to make that change. I appreciate you so much, Mikey. Thank you, pal. Please send that email as soon as you can, sir, so she'll get that locked in there for you. Happy to do that. John and his Salty Walls, number 16, the Minnesota Twins. Ray Wells, number 17, the Marlins. And Mikey Koba, thank you so much, pal. If you could do me a solid on that one also, kind of explain what's going on to Mrs. JunkWax on that so it makes total sense. I appreciate you, Mikey Koba. Thank you, you big sweetie. Ray Wells, number 17, the Marlins. Trevor Taylor, shout out to Bubba, my fellow Austinite. Soup with Soups, good morning, legend. Happy Thursday, buddy. Fighting Phillies for Trevor Taylor. I'd like to have a go around with that Philly. Ray Wells, number 19, our Texas Rangers. Good morning, Pac. How you doing there, pal? Great to see you, my brother. Happy Thursday. Yes, Mr. Peaks. Absolutely, my friend. Mr. Peaks, if you would like to do me a solid, brother, shoot me a private message with your phone number. I'll text you back. We'll communicate that way. Ray Wells, number 19, our Texas Rangers. Trevor Taylor, number 20, the Dastardly Diamondbacks. Thank you so much, Shane Burge. Looking forward to it, my man. Great to see you this morning, brother. Never any pressure to purchase things here, my friend, but I am always indescribably grateful when you do. Thank you, Shaner. Ray Wells, number 21, the Atlanta Braves. Ryan Bruins, number 22, the Athletics. DJP, Mr. Pudwill, 23 and 24, Blue Jays and Pirates. Of course, Pac. How did you know, buddy? Silly goose. John and his salty walls, who snagged that beautiful jumbo box last night. Thank you again, John. Taking the Mets in number 25. Mr. Pudwill, number 26, my Seattle Mariners. Lucky Ducky. Mr. Trevor Taylor, number 28, the Cubbies. And me, hermano, Mr. Solomon Salvador, taking the Royals and the Cardinals to fill us out. There you go, fam damly. If you would do me a solid, please give me a hell yeah in the chat if that list looks accurate and appropriate, so I know we're ready. Miss Melody says, tell Mrs. Wax Boss that Jameis Winston sang a Hamilton song when names started with Dart on Concussion Watch. Well, that's awesome. I will definitely let her know. Thank you, Miss Melody. You know she loves some Hamilton. We've actually been watching the live action Hamilton. I thank you, Mr. Piccirilli. And General Thought smagging the Mr. Menace with a free 1-month subscription. That is beautiful. Oh, gotcha, Miss Melody. I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. Thank you. You know it, General Thought. Thank you, brother. Ray Wells, thank you, pal. Dutchy, you understood the assignment. You too, Mikey Koboth. Thank you, Legends. All right, let's do it. Thank you, Mr. Peaks. I will catch up with you after the show this morning, my good man. All right, Legends. Our possibly final break of the morning. And you know what we must do. We shout Grippeth. And we shout Rippeth. Good luck. Went back to the old school knife for that one. Let me snag myself a little sippy. Pinkies up because we fancy. That's right, General Thought. Woo! Sorry about that, folks. Mr. Burge says, by the way, Dalen, you have the best top loaders. I sincerely appreciate you saying that, Shane. Myself and Mrs. JunkWax worked very, very hard. Or I should say we worked very, very hard on research and development when we made those. So that means a lot, my friend. Thank you for saying that, buddy. I'm handling the pack 4 ectomies as we pull these. Empty box there, Legends. Good luck. So, folks, it is 11:10 a.m. right here in Austin, Texas. We have about 51 minutes left in this morning's show. If you would like to head on over there to JunkWaxVintage.com and snag something down for yourself, I do think we will have just a few minutes for some beautiful family rips as soon as we are done with this break. And, folks, if you have not taken a gander at JunkWaxVintage.com in the last 24 hours, I would invite you to do so because there is some serious, brand new, juicy, sealed stuff up there. Shout out to Mrs. JunkWax. She spent the better part of yesterday loading up a whole bunch of new products, some that we have never had in the shop before. One more shout out to Senor Ruiz, Jason Hawkins, Pac, Bubs, Mr. Ryan Bartley, the Popester, Victor Lopez, Mr. Hibberts, Leon, Teddy. It ain't easy being this Brandon Creasy. Good to see you this morning, gentlemen and ladies. All right, round number 1. Starting out with Matty McLean, Logan Gilbert for my Seattle Mariners, Austin Riley for the Atlanta Braves, Chase McDermott for Uncle Moosey's Orioles, Dustin Harris, Burley Burleson for the Cardinals, Logan Webb, Eugenio Suarez for the Diamondbacks, Christian Mena back-to-back Diamondbacks, shout out to Bubba, Adolis, Anthony Volpe for the Pinstripes on your future stars, Greg Jones, Hamanawanalea with Sean Manaea. General thought, are we going to have any Chrome update in the near future? Yes, we are, my friend. Absolutely. Ezekiel Tovar on the Aqua, numbered to 299 for the Colorado Rockies. And that one goes to Kirk Woa. Congratulations, Kirkamus. 73rd on print. Mr. Mikey Stanton on the Power Players for the Pinstripes. Gracias, Senor Peaks. Salvi Perez. Brandon Nimmo. Bryce Hampa, as my Boston brethren would say. I see you, Jeffro. Jackson Churio for the Brew Crew on the Refractor Rookie Cup. I love you, Jeffro. I love that one as well, Miss Melody, especially when he spits. You know what I'm talking about? Reese Hines. The actor that did that, King, impeccable. Could not have been better, in my humble opinion. I was actually talking to Mom, Mrs. JunkWax, about that yesterday. Can you imagine if they brought the entire cast back and made a full-length feature film of Hamilton? Can you imagine? Absolutely right, Solomon Salvador. Nailed it. All right, Kumar Rocker. Speedy Gonzalez. Always on sale for those Atlanta Braves. All etch, Mr. Chris Sale. Joey Bart for the Pirates. Hai Song Kim, rookie for the Trolley Dodgers. Pedro Leon on the Hyper Prism. Or excuse me, that is a Prism Refractor, since we're ripping into tops. And he is chucking some lumber. Somebody bang a trash can for Robert Parkinson this morning. Jeff McNeil on the Refractor. Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Trolley Dodgers. Cameron Meisner for the Tampa Bay Rays. Tristan McKenzie. Acuna Matata for those Atlanta Braves on the Fortune 15. And Connor Norby for Bienvenidos, Ami. Shout out to Will Smith. Alrighty, round number 2. I also really liked when Hamilton had the affair. Obviously, I don't think affairs are cool, but in the show Hamilton, that portion of the show was fascinating. I agree, Onward. So those Fortune 15s are actually a reused design. Those came from, oh my gosh, I want to say like, I could be completely wrong, but I want to say it was like 2007 Topps Chrome, something like that. 2006, 2005, 2006, 2007, somewhere in there. They had Fortune 15s. So does somebody want to keep me honest on that one? I'm sure you could look that up and find out what year the original Fortune 15s were created. Oh, there you go, Mikey Koba. Shout out to Hamilton. Alrighty. Last base pack round, we have a Miggy Vargas for the White Sox. Pobrecito Altuvito Jose Altuve. A different type of short print. And I'm going straight to hell. Mark Vientos on the Refractor for the Mets. Air Yordan Alvarez, shout out to Bubba, is PC for the Stros. Nick York, Jonathan India. Kevin Alcantara for the Cubbies on your 1990 Refractor rookie. 1999, thank you, Onward. There you go, brother. Jacob Wilson, rookie for the Athletics. Ty Madden. Quirky Casas for the Bo Sox. Shout out to the Super Stroopers. And our buddy Mr. Timbo T-Wood, and our marvelous mass holes. Paul Skeens for the Pirates on your Future Stars. Nacho, who we found a rookie relic of last night in Topps Update. Miguel Andahar, shout out to Dutchie. The sale's so nice, you got him twice for the Atlanta Braves. Bryce Hampa on the Power Players for the Fightin' Phillies in those powder blues. Mick Greavy, Tyler O'Neill. Chris Bryant for the Colorado Rockies. Numbered 174 out of 199. And that is another one for Kirk Woa. Congratulations to my favorite former fellow Washingtonian. PCA for the Cubbies. Manny Machado. Maury Povich's nephew. Lil Cade Povich. Shout out to Connie Chung. Connor Wong. 2 Wongs do not make a right. Goldie, your 2022 MVP for the Pinstripes on the Refractor. Brady Basso. Zach Nito Cabito. And hell yeah, there's our autograph Levi Jordan, rookie for the WKRP and Cincinnati Reds. And my friends, that is another one for Kirk Woa. Congratulations, Kirkamus. Good looking on-card auto, too. That one gets a brand new 55-point JunkWax Vintage top loader. Congratulations, Kirk Woa. Not too shabby, my man. All right, we are going to finish strong before we get into those pack number 4s. Kyle Schwarber on the power players. Jose Ramirez for our crazy Clevelanders. Why, thank you, Shane Burge. And there you go, Kirk Woa. Josh Bell. Javier Sanoja for the Marlins on the Prism Refractor. Tariq Scrubel for the Motor City Kitties on the All Etch. And Michael King. Shout out to Mr. Peaks, his cousin, Mr. King for the San Diegans. Talk about funny, good morning. Victor Lopez, welcome back, my brother. Great to see you as always. Thank you for sharing out my live, you big sweetie. Card Hitter, good to see you this morning, pal. Slowly but surely, my dear friends, we are getting the whole fam damly in here on this thankful Thursday. Let's leave that one up for you, Kirkamus. And you got 2 of those, my man. You're like on the way to collecting the entire team in Aqua Refractors. Nicely done there, Kirk Woa. Your Tovar is numbered to 299, and the Chris Bryant is numbered to 199. But don't those look like the same parallel? I mean, they are extremely similar colored, but just slightly off by like a hair. Okie dokie. Our pack number 4s, folks. Thank you, Brian Smith. That makes sense. Absolutely. There you go, Card Hit. At top of the morning to you, my man. Thank you, Victor. All right, legends. Pack number 4s. And we start out with my PC, some Jazz of the Chisholm. Royce Lewis for Minnesota. The man, McClanahan, on the refractor for the Tampa Bay Rays. Tanner Bybee. Zandy Bogarts from the Netherlands. Shout out to my Swedish chef brother, Mr. Linusson. Willie Adamas. Tatis. He's got the juice. On the Fortune 15. Shout out to 1999 Topps Chrome. Thank you, Onward. Mookie Blaylock's cousin, Bradley. Speaking of Bradley, shout out to Meanie Brad Greeny. Key Brian Hayes for the Pirates with a dirty bottom. Byron Buxton laying it out for Minnesota. Devin Williams on the refractor for your pinstripes. Otto Lopez. Grant Holmes with his locks of love for those Atlanta Braves. Gavin Lux for WKRP. Nicky Two Bags on the refractor for the Fightin' Phillies. And Ryan Bliss in the City Connect uniform for my Seattle Mariners. There you go, fam damly. That is 2 juicy JunkWax Vintage Family breaks in the books on this thankful and thick with 4 C's Thursday morning. If you all would allow me just a moment for a little housekeeping. Absolutely right, Mikey Kobaugh. Huge shout out to Trevor Taylor for gifting that before the break. That is a classy, classy move. So, out of that one, folks, all Kirk Woa. Kirk Woa. Levi Jordan, rookie autograph. Kirk Woa. Ezekiel Tovar to 299. Kirk Woa. Chris Bryant to 199. You kind of got all the hits there, Kirk Woa. Nicely done, my brother. It is Kirk Woa's box. We're just ripping it. Thank you, Drew Jones. Thank you so much, Dutchie. I appreciate the positivity, my man. There you go, Mikey Kobaugh. I remember you PC some High Song Kim. Thank you again to Mr. Trevor Taylor. All right, just a spot of housekeeping there, folks. Let's refresh that shop, shall we? See where we're at. If we have some beautiful family rips, we are happy to get into those. But we might not have any family rips, and it might be time to shove off a little bit early this morning. Because your boy has a little bit of driving to do today. So like I said, folks, full disclosure, I'm heading up to Leander, Texas today. Bubba, you know exactly where that is. Mr. Mikey Kobach says, I don't know if you saw Dalen, but I actually started collecting Dylan Cruz after you pulled me that red talisman of him. I did not see that, Mikey Kobach. Smart man. So that's actually how I've gotten most of my PCs that are in my PC list, is I just listen to the clues of the universe, right? So the reason I started collecting Jazz Chisholm never mind, I thought I had that slab that I could pull down quickly. I do not. Back in 2021, I went into a Big Lots store looking for like a garbage can or something, and they had some cards in there. I did not know that Big Lots sold cards. So of course, I had to pick up a few. And I picked up like 3 packs. It was 2021 Allen and Ginter. And I got a Jazz Chisholm framed rookie autograph. I said, I think that's the card gods telling me that I need to collect this dude. And I have ever since. Mr. Shane Burge, why thank you, brother. I appreciate you saying that. Mr. Drew Jones, that's why Dalen has the world's second largest Kevin Bass collection. Behind him, of course. I love it, Drew Jones. Thank you, legend. So like I was saying, my friends, I'm headed up to Leander, Texas today to purchase a collection. And then I'm going to East Austin to purchase another collection this afternoon. And the first collection has a bunch of Otanis and some other stuff. The second collection is a doozy. There is Downtowns in that collection. There is a Patty Mahomes RPA in that collection. There's an Aaron Judge patch auto in that collection. There's all kinds of cool stuff. So very, very excited to link up with that dude later this afternoon. I was supposed to do that yesterday, but the guy canceled on me, unfortunately. Gotta love it. Miss Melody says, Discord needs Lucy aerial photos. We can make that happen, Miss Melody. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. We definitely have some of those. Mikey Kobach, didn't you say there was a Sidney Crosby for Bubba? There is a Sidney Crosby in there. I don't know if it's going to go to Bubba. I hope it does. That would be amazing. But it is a huge Sidney Crosby. It's a big one. Like a $3,500 Sidney Crosby. Yeah, it's a big card. So I think what we might end up doing on that one is putting that one up for a 7-day auction over there on eBay and trying to make it end during our live show. So they don't actually have the functionality yet on eBay, because remember, folks, eBay is in beta. Right? Why, thank you, Shane Burge. I appreciate you saying that, buddy. So eBay Live technically is still in beta, so there's a lot of features that have not rolled out yet. One of the features that is coming, but it's probably going to be after the first of the year, is going to be what we call eBay Stock to Live. That means that we can pull stuff that is on legacy eBay. So if I put something up for a 7-day auction, I can pull it into my live show, and you can do that right now, technically, but it deletes all the pre-bids, which is a huge deal breaker, right? I don't want to do that to people. So inevitably, eventually, we will have the option to bring the legacy stuff over from eBay Core to eBay Live. And when that happens, that is going to be an absolute game changer. Can you imagine? If you can utilize eBay's audience for up to 7 days and then bring that item into your live and have the folks in the live able to bid on it also with the existing pre-bids. That'll be a big deal. So I think that is what we're probably going to end up doing on that Patty Mahomes. But what that also means is we are probably going to end up auctioning this bad boy off. Instead of sending it to PSA and having it graded, I might end up just auctioning this one off and letting somebody else send it in. But I do believe that one's going to come back really nice. So I'm still on the fence. I don't know yet. We'll see. And then we still have this bad boy too. 17 out of 50 on that gold Otani-san. So I think that's going to be for auction on Saturday night also. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you, Drew Jones. Sincerely appreciate that, my man. Thank you, Dennis Legacy. Oh, you know I will take enough spassy water. Drew Jones, yeah, the Mahomes RPA. So the Mahomes RPA, full disclosure, it is Leaf. It is not licensed. It is an on-card auto, and it is numbered to 25. But it has his Texas Tech Red Raiders stuff. So the guy wants $4,000 for it. I see it has comps on eBay around $3,200, $3,300. So we got a little negotiation to handle. That is correct. Correct onward. Very observant. That is a jersey match on that Otani. Thank you for noticing, brother. So yeah, I was thinking about sending that one off as well. But I think we're just going to have to sell them. Yes, you did, Teddy. Yes, you did, my brother. So we're going to pick up a couple of collections today. I hope. Fingers crossed. If price is right, of course. I can't, the guy. So as always, I will be transparent with you. The fella that I'm buying the second collection from has every single card cataloged in an Excel spreadsheet. So for somebody that buys bulk lots a lot, that can sometimes be a little bit of a red flag. Because when they spend that much time entering all those cards into a spreadsheet, typically they're trying to get full comps for everything. And we just can't do that, right? We got to have a little meat on the bone so we can make a little money as well. So even though I have seen some absolutely breathtaking collections, sometimes it breaks my heart because I have to walk away. It sucks, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Onward says, do people reach out to you directly to find these people? Are they from Facebook Marketplace? They typically reach out to me, and then I have a really good network of people here in Austin. I have used Facebook Marketplace for one thing. I found that Michael Jordan on Facebook Marketplace, the Michael Jordan collection. Dennis Legacy says, can we run a moose race or two this morning, or is that better left for tonight? Typically, we only do those moose races when we have a level 6 hype train. Dennis Legacy. I love those moose races as well, though. Thank you, brother. Mr. Burge says, I got a question for you, Dalen. Do you know anyone that maybe does selling other people's cards by chance? I do. So right now, and eventually, we will be doing that, just to let you know. Myself and Mrs. JunkWax have definitely talked about that a lot. Oh, the Razzies. I appreciate you, gentlemen. So typically we run those right before we do the break. But let me see if I even have those to be able to run. Because, yeah, typically we run those right before we do the break. Sure. If you guys want to run one, absolutely. Sure. I appreciate you, Jeff Hansen. You are absolutely right, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dennis Legacy. No problem, pal. So let's go ahead and run one. By request, you guys want to run a moose race. So let's do the Titans. Okay? Allow me just a moment here, folks. I do not have my moose race ready, but I appreciate you so much for bearing with me. Thank you. So yeah, just for future reference, my friends, typically whenever we have Razzies for a PYT, we always do those Razzies right before the break. But we're going to switch up our usual order today by request because we have some of you that want to see a moose race this morning. So we will break tradition and we'll go ahead and run a moose race this morning. So give me just a moment there, folks. Like I said, I must be transparent with you. I was not quite ready to do that, but I am happy to do it. So give me just a second here, folks. I am almost there. Excellent. Okie dokie. Mikey Copa, I see you, buddy. All right, legends. We have in this race Miss Melody, Dennis, and Melody. Good luck to each and every one of you. This is for the Titans. And they're off. We have Melody on the front side, Melody on the back side, Dennis Legacy with the whole shot. It's like a Dennis sandwich, and Melody is the bread. Melody in the number 10 moose, taking the lead for just a moment. Now she's falling back to the middle of the pack, though. Oh, no. 15 seconds to go. It is all Dennis Legacy at the moment by a hair, but Melody's coming up quick, and she just took over the lead. Coming up quick like a moose on that Colombian marching powder. And it is all Melody Primel. Congratulations to Miss Moderator Extraordinaire. Allow me just a moment to get her locked in on the Titans. Congratulations, Miss Melly P. Huzzah. Alrighty. Next. Browns. Just for you, Mikey Koba. I got you covered, buddy. And then, folks, this will be our last thing of the morning because your boy is going to go ahead and shove off and go buy a couple of collections. But we will be back here tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, as always. So I hope to see you all back here tonight. Mr. Peaks, buy it now option for the show, hey? We can talk about behind the scenes, my brother. Absolutely. You betcha. Corey D, good morning, my man. He says, hey, the best family on TikTok. Hope all is well, crew. Right there with you, Corey D. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday, my good man. So, folks, we are running a couple of moose races. Unfortunately, TikTok cannot see the moose races. So if you want to make the switch to Twitch or YouTube, even if it's just for a couple of minutes for the last few minutes of the show this morning, that would be awesome. Jake from State Farm, please have a thick with 4 C's and very thankful Thursday, my brother. We will see you back here tonight, legend. All right, give me just a moment. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. All right, in this one for the Cleveland Browns, we have Mikey Koba, Tim Hudson, Eric Smashburger. Good luck, gentlemen. 30 seconds on the clock. Here you go. Thank you so much. Randy, I appreciate you, buddy. Mr. Tim Hudson on the front side. Mikey Koba on the back side. It looks like Mikey Koba on the number 2 moose took the whole shot for just a moment, but it is all Mikey Koba on the number 7 moose. But he has fallen back to the middle of the pack, and now it is all our favorite Axeman from Ohio, Mr. Tim Hudson. Up to 11 seconds to go. It is all Tim Hudson by about a moose and a half length. He is far out in front with 5 seconds to go. But coming up quick is Mikey Koba on the number 2 moose. Woo-hoo-hoo! Congratulations, Mikey Koba.
Oh my God! Ooh yeah!
There you go, buddy. Mr. Mikey Koba taking down the crazy Cleveland Browns. There you go, legends. I love you so much, Mikey Koba. Brandon Franz, good morning, Johnny Utah. Great to see you this morning, my brother. How are you? Thank you for taking some time to have a conversation with me yesterday, by the way, Brandon. Love you, pal. Dennis Legacy, I sincerely appreciate that, my brother. You go out there and have a wonderful rest of your day as well. So, my dear friends, my family, you know what time it is. It is time to get into that outro jingle. Dallas, good morning, my brother. Well, top of the morning to you there, Mr. Jason Messmore. Catching me on my way out this morning, though, my brother. Hope you have a very thankful Thursday, buddy. So for you, those of you that are just coming into the chat, we are ending slightly early this morning because I get to go out and buy a couple of collections today, and time is of the essence. So I also get to pick up my kids from school at 2:40. So I have a very, very short little time window that I get to run up to Leander, Texas. It's about an hour away each way, and I get to buy a couple of collections today. And I'm very, very excited to come back and show you tonight. That is my hope anyway. Mr. Piccirilli, we just did a couple of the moose races by request. You know, typically we do those right before the break, but we had a couple of special requests this morning, and you know I'm a man of the people, so I went ahead and ran a couple of moose races this morning for the Browns and the Titans. I love the positivity. Thank you, Brandonio. Jeffro, thank you for hanging in here this morning, pal. Dutchy, you have a wonderful Thursday as well, good buddy. Hope to see you back here tonight. Same junk time, same junk channel. Shout out to our buddy Corey D, Jason Frazier, our favorite numismatic nurse Tony, Mr. Peaks. As always, gentlemen, I cannot thank you enough for those beautiful TikTok gifts this morning, helping to keep this channel on the rails. Mr. Jason Messmore, also known as Nolan Ryan. Have a wonderful day, my brother. And I appreciate you being here. Enjoy that outro. Dallas, have a wonderful Thursday as well, my good man. And as always, folks, let's bring this back down just a little bit. Before we go, my friends, until I see you tonight, please be good to yourselves. Be good to the people around you, no matter how difficult those other human beings might make it. And lastly, always maintain that attitude of gratitude, my dear friends. Try to keep your focus today on the blessings that have been bestowed upon you instead of being spiteful for the things that you don't have yet. Keyword yet. Make it a thick with 4 C's Thursday. Thank you, Mikey Koba, Marcello Van Ree. Have a wonderful remainder of your day. Shane Burge, great to have you this morning, pal. I love it, Mr. Peacherelli. Shout out to Livy Dunn and old Paul Skeens. Enjoy that outro jingle. Thank you so much, you legends. Big hugs. Firm handshakes all around. Much love and respect. We'll see you back here tonight, hopefully with a couple of big collections in tow. See you later.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey.
The packs are done, the morning's through. Another thankful Thursday shared with you. Dayland laughed, the legend smiled. Mrs. JunkWax kept it running in style. Spicy water and stories told.
That's right.
Camaraderie worth more than gold.
You know it.
Found some hits and had our fun.
Absolutely.
At JWV, we're second to none.
Because of you.
We crack those backs, pull sweet shine, shed a laugh or two with Dalen's line. That attitude of gratitude rings true. She rings true. From this family straight to you. If you missed a rip, don't feel blue. JunkWaxVintage.com's waiting for you.
You know it.
And we'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time. On TikTok, Twitch, Kick, Facebook, and YouTube. Live. Yeah, we're ripping packs and cracking backs with cheers. Spreading positivity far and near.
That's right.
From Mrs. JunkWax and Dalen too. We're thankful every day for you. So till tonight, stay kind and calm. We'll see ya at JWV and JunkWax
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop. When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all. And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah.
Oh my.
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob. Oh, wow. Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come out, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
Oh my God! I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo!
I got that Ric Flair.
Woo!
I got that Ric Flair.
Come out, Craig.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. There you go, legends. Little soundboard Olympics this morning. You absolutely incredible human beings have hung in here till the very last second, and I cannot thank you enough. And you already know, legends, that this entire thick with 4 C's and very thankful Thursday morning, because of each and every one of you, absolutely deserves.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Emotional damage.
Get that cone out of my face! You can take me, but you cannot take my bunghole. For I have no bunghole. I am the great Cornholio.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo! Oh yeah!
Dumbass.
There you go, legends. Little soundboard Olympics to see us out this morning. There you go, Teddy. Jason Messmore, thank you for hanging in here, pal. The Todd Father, good to see you. Todd O'Hara, catching us on our way out, though, this morning, buddy. Have a magnificent remainder of your day, Todd Father. We'll see you back here soon, my brother. Oscar Ruiz, Victor Lopez, Bubs, Teddy, Mass Z, Mr. O'Hara, Josh Hibberts, It Ain't Easy Being This Brandon Creasy, Talk About Funny, Captain Orange, C4. Great to see you this morning, my friends. I sincerely hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for rocking my face off this morning, twice, and then once again in the morning. I am confident you will make it a wonderful day, folks, and I'm very, very excited to come back here with you and show you some stuff tonight. Thank you again for another wonderful family morning. We'll see you back here tonight. Bye-bye.